Hello and welcome and good morning to your Saturday morning African mineral fix. I'm Francis, this is Top Rock and this is the first trolley. Here we go. We've got some beautiful polished Zambian amethyst points. 6 of this flat. These are rated very good to A grade. Very dark amethyst. This is likely from Pika. Nice gemmy tip there. Pretty decent flat of a dark amethyst points. 730 grams. They're going to cost $34. This is flat number 112. On to some A grade Celestite. 2 smallish geodes. These 2 geodes weigh 2.46 kilograms because Celestite's not light. Some beautiful strontium. I sometimes quite like the smaller Celestite crystals because, well, small crystals sparkle more. But how about that beautiful crystal there? That is beautiful. Very nice flat of Celestite from Sakwani in Madagascar. These are going to cost $64. This is flat 102. Next up, we got some polished Shatterkite from Gaukeveld in Namibia, that little province that's not little at all, bordering onto Angola. Copper-rich country. Shatterkite, that is delicious Shatterkite. You like a little blue in your life? Happy days. A little bit of hematite splashes there. Mix the malachite as well. A bit of chrysocolla, cool. Little Namibian medley. There we go. There's a beautiful dark blue Shatterkite. These 6, they are rated as good to A grade. They weigh 900 grams. They're going to cost $45. This is flat number 144. Onto some cobalt-bearing dolomite. There are 6 specimens in this flat. You see those beautiful rhombohedral dolomite crystals there with a little bit of nice, almost quartzite over there. And there's a colourful medley, a little Congolese cocktail with a black heterogenite, the planchite there, and then also malachite on top of the pink cobalt. Very nice. They're all very nice, rated very good to A grade. This flat weighs all of 1.185 kilos. It's going to cost all of $43. It is flat 107. Onto, a little bit of rose quartz. That is very good grade, standing freeform. And here we've got some lavender rose quartz. Also very good. 1.51 kilograms. These are going to cost $48. It's our flat number 6. And alright, the flat of the day, as far as I'm concerned, it is a flat of Brandberg quartz. And these, I don't know, sometimes things go missing or just get forgotten. We've got a lot of flats in the warehouse, but so mistakes happen. And fortuitously, this was one of those mistakes. Fortuitously, because now we can admire it. Look at the red hematoid, man. That's so darn nice. Oof. Doesn't stop there. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now I can almost bet your bottom dollar that that base there contains quite a bit of calcite, which is going to glow bright red. And here is a beautiful Inhydro. Come on, it's not. It's an easy one as well, man. That's a big little bubble. Nicey. That's also going to glow. These are rated good to A grade. That is just, oh, Brandberg, the clarity of these are just so beautiful. There's like almost an acicular spray of quartz. A little bit of smokiness in there. Ooh, a nice window. Here's your good grade only. Not too bad. Ooh, look at that. Oh, man alive. A little double termination there. Proud and upright. Absolutely stunning flat of Brandberg. 680 grams. It's going to be a gargantuan $26 for flat 89. Nice. Purple flash Labradorite. There we go. We just picked that one up, but it's already just flashing us like an indecent, incensed fan at a football game. I don't know where that came from. Very nice. Little flashes of blue, purple, gold. Not so much the other side. These two weigh all of 1.31 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $51. It's flat 111. Onto some Namibian blue lace. This is a slice out of the, well, it's a slice. It's a slice and a map of Namibia, and that's quite likely the Orange River. 1.545 kilograms. This is rated only as good to very good. It's not a matte polish, but it's not a shiny polish, but that is beautiful as far as the blue chalcedony is concerned. In a oh, that's because the other side's much shinier. Never mind me. That's beautiful. Imitating the topography of the Namibian desert. This fella here is only going to cost $43. It's a flat 560. On to Congolese ball malachite. This is Mandingi mine. Mandingi mine, let's start off with the front of the proverbial litter is, ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that. Some spherical ball malachite covered by druzy. There are 3 specimens in this flat. And that's a nice copper-rich matrix. All that beautiful druzy coating the malachite. Little subtle hints of chrysocolla. And this is the flagship. Look at this beastie. That is beautiful. A lot more chrysocolla in this one, with the malachite on the side. That's very nice, man. A little vug there with more druzy. More druzy? Why, yes, please. Weighing 1.46 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. These are going to cost $61. It's flat 129. Onto some blue lace agate. Sanjay's bluest finest. There we go. We've got 12 very good to A grade cobbed specimens. Nice, all druzy coated. Ooh, look at that beautiful botryoidal formations in the vug itself. Nice, fine druzy. Very nice flat, man. This is a bit more chalcedony like. It's a nice, also translucent layer of chalcedony. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a very nice flat of blue lace agate, man. It weighs all of 3.11 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $54. This is flat number 123. Onto some Buchanite hook, and this is not the best Buchanite hook. It's kind of a light big window variety. Nasty chip over there. This is rated as good to very good. That makes a lot of sense. Here we go. Just a subtle hint of amethyst in this one, a bit more iron over there. So usually A-grade Bukanotuk sells wholesale-wise around the $50. Wow, with the dollar being what it is right now, it's probably $55 to the kilo. Sorry, Americans. Bit of limonite over there. Weighing 1.43 kilograms. This flat's only going to cost $32. So that is probably 1/3 of the price off the usual A grade, but this is good to very good at best. So that flat 137. Onto some labradorite, a flat of 12 smaller specimens or clusters. This recent batch is particularly nice because the crystals are particularly large. Look at these little pyramids. Shiny, shiny. It's beautiful. Hanging out at the end of the oxidation zones and copper shafts. This is where they frolic between crevices and small spaces. There we go. Look at those. Quite a bit of, some of these have quite a bit of specular hematite on the matrix as well. Nothing's jumped out at me as such. Oof, that is beautiful. There we go, specular hematite in amidst the little bithenite crystals. There we go, shiny, shiny. This flat here weighs all of 1.02 kilograms, rated all as A grade. They're going to cost, what are they going to cost? $71. This is flat 131. Onto some rose quartz hearts. Let's zoom out a little bit. I wouldn't accuse it of being gemmy, but it's very pink. That's a bit better. Rated as good to A grade. Yeah, I'm not convinced. 1.58 kilograms for the rose quartz hearts from Ambatondrazaka. $45 for flat 140. Shiretsi, I suspect. I don't know. I think this flat has actually been in a sale. I just can't remember now. But yes, maybe that double termination looks familiar and pretty darn remarkable. I'm almost disappointed I don't see any Inhydros. That's bloody mice. Shiretsi, you might also know this as Shangan. Oh, that is gorgeous. If it was in the sale, how did it not sell? Bizarre. Double terminations all over the show with that one. Lovely step mature as well. Pardon. These 12, they weigh 370 grams. Rated good to A grade. Let's just have a look at that. Yes, please. Shangan. Lovely stepped nature. It's $33 for the 12. It's flat 666. Onto some azurite. A hell of a rarity and a hell of a great flat. These are two large specimens. Only rated as good grade. This is from the Congo. There's a bit of malachite at the bottom there. They weigh 1.065 kilograms. Oof, man, not enough azurite in the world. That is beautiful. Blue, rated very good. $47 for these two. That is for more than a kilogram with azurite. Flat 122. Onto some metokulite. We've got 6 emerald green. Oh, I just said emerald green. That's very naughty of me. Tut tut, slap wrist. It is a nice green. It is clinical, little clinical crystals in a mica matrix. That's beautiful. rated as very good. They weigh 1.78 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $38. This is flat 271. On to some blue chalcedony, etched blue chalcedony to be exact. Just hit the matrix stripped, so a nice little attractive little juicy coated vug on both sides. It's a large one. These three weigh 1.36 kilograms. That's a nice chunk of chalcedony, man. If you were going to lap, then that is going to be absolutely mint. That's nice cabochon material. There we go. Look at that nice vug there. Very cool. Very good to A grade. These three are going to cost $40. That's flat 607. On to some Malagasy rhodonite. That is manganese and biotite with generous, or often generous splashes of spessartine. That's the orange bits in there. That's orange garnet. That's very good only. Not seeing enough pink or red. Should be more red. Manganese. A lot of iron in there as well, which diffuses the kind of fluorescent activities manganese would otherwise display. These three spheres weigh 2.07 kilograms. They're all rated only as very good. They're going to cost $58. It is flat 151. On to some Namibian ace, to be exact, slices of watermelon fluorite. These 6 slices. Oh, hello. Nice little blue there. Yes, please. These 6 slices weigh 890 grams. So they're not all. So this is polished both sides. Polished both sides. Polished one side. That's not. It's a nice attractive matrix actually. Also polished only one side. Polished both sides. Nice thin little slither. And a cutie little one. Nice patterns. They're rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $43. This is flat 148. On to some more blue lace agate, except this time standing freeforms. There's a nice one with, obviously that's the back, but the front is rather delicious as well. Look at that. Quite a nice bit of quartz in there for some white relief. And then the other one's got a beautiful kind of mouth open to the sky affair. Very nice. These two standing freeforms from Malawi, they weigh 1.35 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $59. This is flat number 142. On to some crystalline malachite. This is shiny and pretty as. And the fact that it's nestled, or they're nestled, in amidst a kind of very nice lime green pseudomalachite, which is rather delicious as well. It's like a nice contrast, man. It's almost fluffy like pseudomalachite. And then one of those sharp crystalline malachite crystals. I'm still questioning whether it's malachite, but that can wait for another day's worth of hard debating. Two beautiful, well, medium or small cabinet specimens. They're going to cost $58. That's a flat 109. And then, interesting ones. Malagasy. So I go through phases. I'm now currently going through a phase of Malagasy white quartz. And I tell you what, these two really caught my imagination. They did break off at some stage off the main matrix. And then those silica-rich fluids just couldn't help themselves but to start growing again. So there we go. A beautiful. There's a bit of a chip on that tip. But there's gorgeous crystals at the bottom here, and this one seemingly innocuous and rather ugly. I tell you what, it is magnificent. Look at that cathedral of crystals. And then, not to be outdone by the cathedral, there's a very large double termination. Look at that. That is awesome. Too beautiful. They're only rated as good grade, which is, well, yeah, I suppose if you're not interested in geology, you wouldn't think much of these. But that's $34, flat 619. On to the Jacaranda Amethyst. It is a reasonably large, no, it's medium large, not even. Not the best grade. This is good only. There's a little bit of you can see the iron on the crystals, but it's a beautiful cluster nonetheless. Some well formed, no real chips. That's pretty clean. Apart from the iron staining, it's a wicked little Zambian jacaranda. Weighed 2.54 kilos. Also only rated as good grade. It's going to reflect in the price, which is $38 only. Flat 511. On to some black tourmaline and vermiculite. This is Erongo's signature vermiculite. Little sprays of black tourmaline shell all around, and all around it is a pretty little black tourmaline. Don't know if there's going to be highlight. Let's go check. The black tourmaline has, there's like a little subtle hint maybe at the very best. No, what's going on there? Let's turn it around. Highlight opal, and then there's little itsy bitsies of little yellow fluorescent thingies. This beautiful black tourmaline specimen. I'm not sure what it weighs. Can't be more than 700 grams, probably 600. $55 for flat 100. Then on to a beautiful botryoidal, shiny, glittery, heavy malachite. And that is rather exceptional. Quite a thick, massive. That's a lot of copper. That's a beautiful malachite specimen. Don't know what it weighs either, but that feels like 2.5, 3 kilos. It's going to cost $98. This is flat 145. To the second trolley, we've got some cobbed fluorite, also from Oase. There are 14 specimens in this flat. Greens, purples, subtle hints of blue as well. There we go, that is very nice and translucent. And there's that beautiful blue. Yes, please. These 14, they weigh 3.4 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $38. This is flat 134. Onto some Sashi River red agate. There are 35 small little palm stones, weighing in at 1.3 kilos. There are a few A grades, but mostly these are very good. Not so much bending, but still that beautiful. Oh, there we go. That's gorgy. Oh, nice patterns, man. One in the corner is gorgeous. I love quartz. These 35, they're going to cost all of $30 for 35. Nice, very nice. Flat 106. Onto some azurite. 6 azurite specimens from the Congo. Ooh, hello. That's nice. Weighing 500 grams exactly. A little bit of malachite in there, and there's those beautiful blades. These blades and these blades. That's right, we're coming to the pseudomorph soon. Little hints of chrysocolla as well. These 6, they're going to cost all of $30. It is flat number 128. Onto some partly polished Labradorite from Talia in Madagascar. That's gorgeous. I like, of all the Labradorites, I like the partly polished ones the most, because it just does elicit so much in the imagination as to what the devil they thought when they picked up the stone for the first time. I think it was in Denmark where they first found Labradorite. They thought these stones sucked up the light, the northern lights of the aurora borealis. That's right. Beautiful. There are 28 of these little one-side polished Labradorites, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $43 flat, 116. Very nice. Then the pseudomorphs, malachite after azurite. They are rather precious and rather fragile as well. Little botroidal there, malachite as well, and there's the blades. This one is an odd one. It's a hell of a pretty one, but it's a lot more solid than the others. So, but you can see those blades taken over by a lot of very nice, almost velvet looking silky malachite. That is a stunning specimen right there. Nice. But larger. Ooh, geez. Careful, Francis. Blades and blades and blades. One of those collectible things in life. There's botroidal, there's massive, there's silky, and then there's pseudomorphs. Very nice. These 6, they weigh all of 1.2 kilograms. All rated as A grade. They're going to cost $86. It is flat 105. And that one is a winner. Onto some more malachite. Polished banded malachite. I think this will be from Tenkafungarama. Just up the road from Lakasi. Lol. See, quite a large couple of free forms here. Beautiful, lovely banded flowery patterns. Skip this one. That's very nice. And then this thin little shield. Rated as good, very good to A grade. That'll be the good one over there in the corner. They are going to cost $65. This is flat number 601. Onto some silky malachite. Righto, 3 specimens in this flat, weighing 1.14 kilograms, rated good to A grade. And this is most certainly very nice A grade. Look at that beautiful chatoyancy that the malachite fibers offers. Oh, hello. That is crisp. Thanks, Mr. Lensner. Get in there. beautiful, and this will be the good fella. And still, it is a beautiful shape. Oh, look there. That's cool. There's malachite fibers. You know, for a good only specimen, that's bloody nice. These three are going to cost $46. It's a flat 113. Then 8 rose quartz spheres. And I tell you what, I saw these and I went, oh, hello. Double A grade. That is beautiful, pink and gemmy. Let's just do, where's the sun when I need it? That's almost that's such a light hue of pink. It's almost a clear crystal sphere. That is gemmy. Very nice. But the pinkest of all of them is this one. Ah, the ibises. It must be almost 8:30 then. The hardy dars are back. These 8, they weigh all of 1.27 kilograms, rated as very good A2 double A grade. They're going to cost $64. This is flat number 108. Onto some septarian galleys. These little calcite aragonite handfuls, they come from Mahajanga in Madagascar. Ooh, there's a nice little vug with a, look at the scale in Inhydro. Dogtooth calcite. It's a smiler. Very nice. These 12 weigh 1.34 kilograms, rated good to A grade. They're going to cost $34. It's flat number 100. It's flat 91. Onto some purple flash. 2 standing freeforms. This one here is rather awesome. Actually, it's a freeform. I wouldn't know. It's not a standing freeform because it's polished on all sides. There's some beautiful purple, gold, and blue Labradorescence. That's very nice. One side is, and then a small little one, and this is most certainly a standing freeform. There you go. There's that. Ooh, goldy, goldy. Very nice. These 2 standing freeforms weigh 1.43 kilograms. They're going to cost $55. This is flat 124. Onto some black tourmaline. It is 6 of them with a lot of vermiculite. Little sprays of sugar all over the show. Let's see if these have highlight. Highlight opal, highlight opal, highlight opal, highlight opal, highlight opal. No highlight opal. These 6 highlight opal less black tourmaline vermiculite specimens, rated good to very good, 1.12 kilograms. They're only going to cost $39. This is flat 418. Oh, for God's sake, go away, you bloody birds. Trying to enjoy nature here, and all they're doing is screaming. Next up, we got 12 reasonably large Mumbwa points. Not polished. Some with a little bit of iron. But yeah, as natural as you can get. And there is a bit of self-healing there. Those aren't chips. Tell you what, if you do lap or polish, then these will increase dramatically in value if you do clean the windows. Almost lapidary material, I reckon. 1.96 kilograms, rated good, very good. They are going to only cost you $38, 34417. Onto some crystalline malachite, and immediately, that's beautiful. 12 in this flat, some with some very nice pseudomalachite again, like that almost vibrant duftite, which is a naughty thing to say. It's nothing like duftite at all. You know what? I still think this is labradorite. Labradorite does have more than one habit, so I feel like I could be right. Quite a bit of heterogenite as well. Beautiful flat. Very pretty. They weigh all of 920 grams, so they're going to cost all of $56. This is flat number 152. On to some delicious gummy-like sweetie labradorite. Freeforms, palm stones, suckers. What would you call these? Marbles? Nah, just freeforms. Absolutely awesome essence. I've got these. There's 70 of them. They're going to, well, it's 1.32 kilograms for the. Oh, man. Look at that. That's magic. More magic. Geez, as a kid, I would have. Oh, the first thing I ever got introduced to in the rock world, the tiger's eye, and I said, "Do you mind? I'm talking here. Thanks." Crikey! I got hooked with tiger's eye. Had I known about labradorite, I would have probably lost my soul. These are going to cost $54. It's flat number 149. On to, oh, do you like collectibles? Well, here's some collectibles. They got a secular aragonite in amidst some malachite, as well as a bit of what looks like botryoidal chalcedony of the clear kind. Here's the aragonite. There's a vug with lots of shiny inside. Here's those little acicular sprays of aragonite. That is a hell of a rarity, man. And I tell you what, these do glow. I'm going to show you just now. There's a chalcedony covering the aragonite. And that's rather special. The whole face covered by little fibrous, well, not needle-like, not fibrous, aragonite. I'll tell you what, I do think this chalcedony has got quite the activators in it. Look at those, that's awesome. Check this out. Righto. Let's start from left to right. And yeah, the manganese there at the bottom. It'll be in the matrix. Right there as well. Oh, yes, please. That is excitable. Very, very nice. I've got them all. Oh, the little one here. Nicey. These 6 little Congolese beauties, they weigh all of 1.32 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $97. There's a bit of collectors. That's a flat 143. Onto some golden limonite from Zimbabwe. We've got 12 specimens in this flat of the iron-rich golden variety. There's a whole little bits of goethite specks in this fella. A lot of goethite specks. That's very nice. Lovely clarity as well. Seriously underrated deposit and mineral, this. There we go. A little bit of iron red. Bloody noisy birds. Ooh, look at that beautiful veil. That is stunning. Very nice. These 12 weigh 2.28 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $50. It is flat 377. Onto some iolite spheres. Not the best quality, but it's always good to show you so you can appreciate it when we get the really good quality, which I don't think will happen again. Iolite or cordiorite, or also known as water sapphire, is a hell of a rarity. I sound like I'm saying the same thing over and over. You do need the sun for these, or some extra light. I've got a little torch here to see if I can make a difference. Get that shiny electric blue. Little sparks, almost electric-like. Blue cordiorite. Nah. These are 3, weigh 1.515 kilograms, rated only as very good. They're going to cost all of $61. It's a flat 96. Center of the trolley, we've got a beautiful A-grade Celestite geode, and this one is rather deep, and that is a beautiful large crystal. Little bits of scuffy. Yeah. Very soft matrix. That is beautiful. Look at that crystal there, man. That weighs all of 1.76 kilograms. It's going to cost $46. I don't think my camera's doing the blues justice. This is flat number 109. That's 103, Francis. Sorry, it's been a bit of a slow morning. On to some big barite from the Congo, Tinkafungarama to be exact. It is, and barite is, barium is heavy. Here we go, lots of those barite blades terminating at the bottom there. Quite a lot of iron. Weighing 3.15 kilograms. Rated very good. No, not even. It's rated good only. It's $40 for that large specimen. That's a bargain. Flat 243. Onto Mindingi Mine. It's a beautiful cabinet specimen of ball malachite. Well, not really. Well, you can make out that they're spherical little drips of copper malachite that have been covered by a very nice shiny druzy, and it is rather heavy as well. got a lot of coverage, man. If you could display it like this in a rotating Lazy Susan, that'll be cool. Weighing 2.36 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost $146. This is flat number 5. On to some very, very nice dioptase. And there's those the bladed malachite after azurite. Some really smarty pens, large dioptase crystals. And there, a whole bridge of them. Lovely translucent as well. Very little in the way of scuff marks. And then that bladed malachite as well. That is a stunning small cabinet specimen. Look at that little vug there containing absolutely gorgeous gemmy dioptase. That is a rather special specimen. It's going to cost $200 on the dot. That is well worth it. That's beautiful. That is flat 644. Thanks, guys, for tuning in for the weekend. I hope you have an absolute hoolie. Yeah, happy days. And I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye.